Hello, I'm Matthew Byers for Six Figure Ecom Academy. Today we're going to be going over Google trust thrusting. And this is how to build a high trust page with Google and YouTube, okay? So Google does own YouTube. So what we're going to be teaching you today is how to establish trust with Google so that the content you put out ranks faster and quicker. Okay, so just imagine that you owned a home, right? Now, who are you going to entrust with your home? Who are you going to let into your home? Are you going to let this guy on the left secure your home, or this trustworthy nun over here on the right, right? Of course, you would trust the nun. And so just imagine that inside that house is everything pertaining to Google, right? So that would be your website, your web pages, your domain, all the videos that you've created, okay? That's why you need to establish trust before Google lets you into their house, before they let you throw your videos into Google and into their search engines and start giving you free traffic, okay? So how do you gain Google's trust? Well, the good news is that it's not going to take 6 months or 2 years for you to do so, okay? The reason is because we're using video, okay? It doesn't apply to video, right? It's not expensive or risky either as well, which is also really good news. Google won't sandbox you either, okay? So what sandbox is where you basically go into a container where they don't trust you for a certain amount of months and they sandbox you, right? Okay, this is YouTube, not blogging. We're not doing websites, so it doesn't matter, okay? And that's the beauty of ranking YouTube videos, okay, over, blogging and whatnot. Okay, so what's this lesson about? All right, so we're going to be talking about YouTube versus Google authority, okay? So it's not the same thing. So we'll go over the difference between the two. And we'll go over why trust and authority is so important, okay? And not only that, we're going to give you proof, okay, including a free spy tool so that you can find out how difficult or easy it's going to be to rank on page 1 of Google and YouTube. So we'll go into those awesome spy tools. We'll go into how do you attain that trust and authority. We'll go into the short and into the long-term benefits. And we'll go over the Google Fountain of Trust, and we'll go over trust thrusting. We're going to cover all of this and more in this lesson, okay? So channel authority, right? So if you have a website and you're building a domain, okay, right? Let's say you have a domain or a website, right? That's your YouTube channel, okay? Everything else links to your YouTube channel, okay? It's very, very important. Because if your YouTube channel is trusted, every video that you create is going to rank better automatically. So your goal is to build a channel that's trustworthy and has authority. That's so that any video that you put out, anything you put out, automatically ranks higher, okay? So first thing we're going to cover is Google versus YouTube authority. It's different, okay? So what YouTube looks at is maturity, okay? Is it a brand new channel, or have you been around for, have you been around for 2 months? Have you been around for 2 years? How much time has your channel been around? Okay, do you have 1 video, or do you have 50 videos? Okay, if you have a lot, this tells YouTube that you're doing things right. Okay, people are paying attention to you. They're searching for your videos. They're searching for your channel. Okay, this is gonna give you more score points with YouTube. Okay, how many subscribers do you have? How many views? So they look at your total number of views. Do you have 1 view? Do you have hundreds of views, thousands of views? How many videos you have, subscribers, all of that, okay? So that's YouTube authority. Now, Google authority is completely different. So what Google looks at is who's linking to your YouTube channel. What type of sites are linking to your YouTube channel? Are they high authority sites? Are they good neighborhoods? Or are they more like spammy, shady, black hat type sites, right? You're trying to game the system. Google knows this, right? Google looks at all of this. So you want good links. You want relevant links, okay? Search and click. Okay, so doing a search on Google for your target keyword, and you find your video, and let's say someone searches, they find your video, right? And they click on it. Okay, what they're making sure is that they are not hitting the back button. Okay, that's an extremely key element that Google looks at, right? It sends a strong signal to Google that you have good content. If someone clicks on your link, goes to your video, and actually watches your video, they definitely measure how much time someone spends looking at your content. That tells them that you have good content. Now, if people click back after 10 seconds, what does that tell Google about your video? It tells Google that your video is garbage, right? It didn't deliver, okay? It delivered a bad user experience, and your rankings will drop. So it's extremely important to make sure that content you put out is good, that people are watching it, they're not clicking the back button, because Google really does take that into account, and that's one of the most important metrics that they look at, okay? So good news, guys, good news. The good news is that, so later on you'll understand a lot more of these concepts, okay? Like with these methods, you can rank on top of YouTube without having a 5-year-old channel and thousands of videos, okay? That's pretty exciting, right? Okay, you don't need authority with Google. Now, it will help, okay? So if you do establish trust with Google, okay, it just makes sense really, because you're gonna rank better, but you don't need it, okay? So why is Google authority important, okay? So first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna be looking at what is domain and page authority, okay? Because you're gonna be running into it a lot, so that's something that we definitely wanna look into. Number two, how does it work, okay? So just know, about authority and, domain authority, page authority, anything you do, you're gonna run into this important metric, okay? It's a very important stat to look at when engaging competition on Google and YouTube, okay? And then third, we're going to give you a spy tool and see why certain pages and videos are ranking. Also, we're going to give you, it's going to give you clear indication how competitive or non-competitive certain keywords are to rank for, okay? So that's extremely important. Okay, so we're going to give you this PDF, okay? Now we're going to explain what Google Trust Thrusting is. So if you look up at the top here, you see the 4 cups with the 4 different colors, the blue, the green, the orange, and the red. So what this is showing is that certain websites have what we call link juice. Okay, when they link to your website, essentially they are going to pass on that link juice. Okay, now we're going to explain this a little bit later, but I just wanted you to quickly grasp that concept. Okay, now it's very important to understand the difference between DA, domain authority, versus page authority, all right? So DA versus PA, all right? So we're gonna be showing you how domain authority is scored and then how page authority is scored. Now, this is Moz, right? So it says right here, we score domain authority on 100 points logarithmic scale. Thus, it's easier to grow your score from 20 to 30 than it would be to grow it from 70 to 80, okay? Now, domain authority versus page authority, what's the difference, okay? So domain authority measures the predictive ranking strength of an entire domain or subdomain, okay? Now, page authority measures the strength of just the individual page, right? The same is true for metrics such as MozRank and MozTrust, all right? So, for example, 123hosting.com, let's say it has a domain authority of 55, okay? That doesn't mean that every page has a domain authority of 55. What it means is that that domain authority of 55 transfers to every page of the website. Page authority is completely different. The page authorities is going to be less. Okay, so you're going to want you know, that high domain authority, because every page, every blog you put out, every video you put out will have higher ranking higher page authority, because the domain authority is higher, but it is separate. Okay, so you do want to watch out. You have a lot of people out there that charge a lot of money. They have these services. They say, oh yeah, you know, you're going to be able to link from, you know, we have an authority of 60. And so a lot of people think they're going to get that 60, right? But they're not actually transferring from their specific domain, their homepage. It's from like a page, a regular page, and that doesn't have, remember, it's separate, okay? So what we want to do, okay, we want to make sure that we download the Moz Chrome extension after this video, so that you can find the page authority and the domain authority of the sites that we're searching, okay? So what Moz does, what this Chrome extension does, essentially is it's a scoring mechanism to determine competition on Google and on YouTube. So you'll be able to see the domain and page authority of these sites, okay? Because we have no idea how competitive it is. So we click on the Moz, and basically it shows you how it works, okay? So what we want to do again, download the AmazBar free Chrome extension, and I'll have you guys do that right now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into Google, and we're going to type in some search terms. So I will see you here in a second. Okay, guys, so I am here inside of Google. And what I did was I typed in eye makeup tutorial for beginners. Now, a series of videos comes out that you see here. Now you notice there's no information here, right? Now, you'll see up here this little 98, okay? So sometimes what you gotta do is you gotta click on this a few times. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna click on this, and we're gonna activate the AmazBar. Now it should turn blue. Now keep in mind that sometimes it does take once or twice for you to click it. And for it to work, let's go ahead and refresh after it changes. Okay, so now the AmazBar is active, and you'll notice here now that when you are looking at these videos here, you'll see here it tells you the page authority and then the domain authority. Now notice that, now first, it's good that these are videos up here. This is an extremely competitive keyword, okay? So it has a domain authority of 100. Now, notice here, right, when we're looking at this competition, YouTube has the highest domain authority out there. Okay, it has the highest number, 100, as basically that you can get. Now, as you go down, you'll see here, right, page authority 71, 66, 60. So what these videos are doing is piggybacking off that YouTube high domain authority, right? The rankings from Google. They're piggybacking off of that, and that's why they have the #1 ranking. Now notice as you go down here, the page authority goes down, right? And some of these have, some you may even see that have 1 page authority, right? And that may be because they haven't been up that long, okay? So if they've been around for like under 2 weeks, whatever, then you know it takes some time. But they're piggybacking off that domain authority, and so that's how they were able to sneak their way into you know, Google, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on this video here, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at the page authorities of some of these videos. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and see some of the other videos that this channel has here, and we'll be able to tell if it's passing on the link juice. Okay, now you'll notice, guys, if you look up here, this tells you what the page authority is of this, of the makeup chair, right? So what I did is I clicked on the channel, and it took me here. Now, sometimes what you may have to do is click the refresh button, okay? But what's going to happen now, we click on videos here. This page authority 64. This, it's gonna go ahead, it's gonna pass all of that authority onto all of these videos, okay? And so these videos are gonna get higher rankings. It's gonna get that link juice passed on to them. Now, what I'll do, I'll go ahead and click on like maybe one of these more recent videos. This is a 3-week-old video here, okay? And remember, we're gonna go ahead and refresh the screen here, and we'll see what it's got. But yeah, so each of these videos is going to get that authority passed on to them, and so that's why you want to get as high of trust. You know, the waterfall we talked about. You want to have as high of page authority and domain authority as humanly possible, and so that all of that link juice gets passed on to all of your videos that you put out. Okay. Now, if your YouTube channel has a high page authority, it'll pass on over time, okay? So if your channel rises, okay, that will make you rise higher in the Google rankings, okay? So let's see, some of these will have like a page authority of 1, some may have 20, some may have, 30, and that is due to the fact that, maybe it's only been up for like a few days, maybe like a few weeks. Sometimes it takes at least 3 weeks for Google to really, find your video and have it go up a lot more, okay? So, yeah, really, really exciting stuff, guys. So just remember that, okay? Once I understood this, guys, it was incredible, right? It changed my results especially well, okay? Especially for those high-ranking, hard-to-rank keywords, okay? Okay, so we're going to get into Google Trust Thrusting. Now, remember, these are external websites, right? And they're going to be linking to your YouTube channel. So let's say you have this website here at a page authority of 40, this one 30, this one say 10, this one 57. They're gonna transfer that page authority to your YouTube channel, and what that does is that rises and raises your page authority, your authority on your YouTube channel. And because of that, because you have different videos, when your videos that you put out come out, these videos will have higher rankings, right? So if you have a page authority of, say, 56, it's going to pass to your other YouTube videos. Not all of them, but some of them, most of them, okay? And the page authority goes up, and Google is going to recognize that, all right? So that's why you want to have links and that, go into your YouTube channel, because then that raises, every time you have your videos, it raises the page authority with Google, right? Now, if you really want to gun for a high competitive keyword, right? You can actually have it go straight to your YouTube videos. You can get the links not going to your YouTube channel, which raises the price, the page authority on your videos. You can have it go straight to the video that you put out. Okay, so you just want to make sure that you're getting links from high page authority sites. Okay, not domain authority. So if let's say you had a video here on eye makeup tips, right? You want to get that link juice from a page that has a high authority, a high page authority, not the domain. So let's say it's abc.com, right? You don't want that domain link in there. Okay, you want that page that has a high domain authority that's relevant, linking to your video. Does that make sense, guys? Because there's a lot of bait and switching goes on, right? You want to make sure that you're not getting bait and switch. So your goal for your YouTube channel is to get it, as high page authority as humanly possible, as high domain authority as possible. Okay. Now the last step is basically how to boost your authority. So you can have these pages linking to your videos through a specific website that we use, okay? And let me go ahead and show you what the website is here. Okay, so we are here in one of my favorite tools to use. So this is conquer.com, okay? That's KONKER.io. I'm sorry, I said .com. It's .io, right? So there's so many different things here. Okay, now you're not going to find any other services like like designing and stuff. This is specifically for getting backlinks and increasing your domain authority, right? Skyrocket your rankings. Okay, now remember I've done a lot of testing, and I have been bait and switched. I've paid money, lots of money, sometimes $500+ and haven't seen any results whatsoever. And that's due to the fact that we were getting ranked through the domains, not the pages. Okay, so very important. So we found a service that actually works really, really well. We don't make any money off of this, just so you know. It's just someone that we know that works really well, and we want to make sure that you get the best, for ranking. Okay, so what you do is you type in here channel trust flow booster, and you're going to see 3 different options right here. I like this one right here. Okay, video marketing group. See, I've used this gentleman, and I can honestly say that when almost immediately, we saw our videos ranking much, much higher. We have tons and countless amounts of first page, top 5 YouTube videos. It increased our domain authority very, very well, increased our page authority very, very well. So definitely recommend it. This is going to help you to rank those high competitive keywords much, much faster, okay? So yeah, that is it for this section here. Just choose what you want. I just usually go with the smaller one. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We will see you on the next video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. And visit our channel at sixfigureecomacademy.com. There's plenty more tips and tricks that you can see. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you later.